Hi there, welcome back to the channel. This is the very last lesson of this series Job Portal Application from Scratch. So in this lesson, we're gonna see admin dashboard, admin route, single page job. You can also apply for a job, okay, in the single page. When you say click to apply, okay, you can see I mean, uh, you can see if the job history um, is update, and also we will see data grid, some stat you can download in CSV, filters, um, format, the date, and so on. So also I want to thank each one of you for your support. With that being said, let's begin. Okay, now if we try to go to the admin dashboard, so as you can see, page not found, so we don't have this page, so we have to create it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add to the menu, I mean, add admin dashboard and duplicate um, the line to create user dashboard. Okay, and also we will create the link user forward slash dashboard. Now we go in our main app, okay, and also we need to um, create it. Okay, so we have it in the menu, okay, but you can go to the um to the dashboard because it's a protected route. So now let's log in. Okay, here as you can see, we are on the user dashboard. Okay, and this is the jobs history. Also, personal info. Um, we don't create yet um, this page. We're gonna create it soon. Now we will create the page. We are working on the user dashboard, and we gonna create user info dashboard. So using RAFCE to create the component and open and close fragment. And for now, just print user personal info. Also, we need to bring it in our main route. Okay, duplicate the route, and let's import user info dashboard. And then click auto imported. And now we're gonna also duplicate one of our HOC high order component. I mean, high order component is a component that return another component like high order function. Okay, it's kind of a similar approach. Okay, and now in the user route, we bring user info dashboard HOC also in a protected route, and we save. And now, as you can see, now the user info uh, is loaded properly. Now the user info, we paste some border plate. This is nothing too fancy. We have box for material UI, card, Okay, and we add some custom style. Okay, we use palette from use theme. Um, Here we have the text is static, first name, last name, email, and status regular user. But all of these are static, so we're gonna make it um, dynamic. And to do so, as you can see, we don't have to trigger the action on the dashboard, the profile, user profile on the dashboard each time we need the information. So what we are going to do, we are going to, put it, um, I mean, the info, trigger it in the sidebar. So we don't have, so that we don't have to trigger it each time. In user dashboard, user info dashboard, user jobs history. You got it. Okay, now we put it in the dashboard so that it will be available. We dispatch the action, user profile action, and either we are on user dashboard, user info dashboard, user jobs. So we will use selector to select um, which state we want to use. Okay, and now we save, and as you can see, we don't have user effect, and we're gonna get it. Okay, yeah, and after that we save. Okay, and we don't need it here because we trigger it in the sidebar. We will only have to use selector to select the state. Okay, as we select the user in the state, so we will make our text dynamic. Okay, and here we test if user is true. Okay, user, and if this is true, we're gonna show first name, last name, email. Okay, and role, if role is 0, it's a regular user, else it's admin. Okay, now we test it again. Now it's dynamic. Okay, everything is coming from our backend API, and as regular user, as the status, the role is 0, it's a regular user. And you saw that we can I mean hide and show sidebar. Now we will use we will create a stat component. Stat component, it's to show some stat. Okay, and it has some, we pass some props. Okay, and this is some condition. If we don't receive any value for the money, if this is not empty, we will have money plus value, else we'll have the value. Okay. Okay, so in the user dashboard, as you can see, we have dashboard, and we have stack. Okay, stack. As you can see, the direction spacing, it come, responsive. But also we have some static value. Okay, so we bring box for material UI, typography, Okay, so we bring some icon so that we are going to use here. And as you can see in the user dashboard, we have, I mean, this is the appearance, and we will need to change icon. So the custom text we're gonna show. So we add a calendar, and we pass the calendar. This is the way we made our start component. And description, number of jobs submitted. And again, if we test, we will have our calendar and job submitted. So we will make these values dynamic. Okay, we don't need use this patch. We will only use selector here, and okay, so we use selector, and we're gonna pass a dynamic value. So we're gonna open and close curly braces to say we are in JavaScript, and we test user if this is true. So we're gonna bring user created at, and also here we're gonna pass user.job history that length. Okay, so we see we don't have the values, so we're gonna verify what's going on. So we have the number of the jobs submitted. So we're gonna check our code to see what's going on. So we fix it. I mean, created at, okay, but you see this is the way it looks, but it's kind of weird. I mean, we're gonna use a package named Moment. Okay, Moment is a good package to working with date, and as you can see, this is the documentation. So we're gonna format how date, I mean, to have uh, a better good looking. And we gonna install, I mean, Moment. So here we created, as you can see, we pass Moment, okay, and we save user that created at, and we format year, month, day. And as you can see, guys, it's better now. Remember, since this date, okay. Now we need to create a folder for admin. So we name it admin dashboard. And for now, let's have one h1 tag. So we import dashboard. Okay, admin dashboard HOC, and we pass admin dashboard in the layout, our HOC higher component. And now we're gonna use the admin dashboard, but we don't have a protected route yet for the route for admin route. I mean, we're gonna only duplicate the login line, okay, and adding the route or the URL admin/admin/ dashboard, and pass admin dashboard HOC. But we will need to create a protected route, an admin route. I mean, only admin user can access. So in the component, so let's create admin route. Okay, and we have user route. Let's copy to save some time. Okay, now here as you can see, user should be authenticated, and also user info that role should be one. I mean, to access an admin route. So I think that's it. We save and we go in our main app, and we paste admin route. And now we can wrap the admin page, any admin page with admin route. Okay, now we have an admin route. Okay, so we need to do something here in the user effect in the login page. Now when a user is authenticated, it will go directly to the user dashboard. So we're gonna fix that if it's a regular user or admin. So we're gonna paste for you some boilerplate. First of all, the user should be authenticated. And secondly, as you can see, if inside if, first of all, the user should be authenticated. And secondly, if the word is one, user info that one, go to the dashboard, admin dashboard, else go to the user dashboard. So, and we're gonna check if it works. So you can go to the admin dashboard, you can go to the user dashboard because it's all of them are protected. So first of all, let's log in with a regular user. As you can see, we are redirected to user dashboard because it's a regular user. And as you can see in the sidebar, we see sidebar for regular user, dashboard, apply jobs, personal info. Okay. So let's go back again to the home page. you can go to the admin dashboard. Okay, yes, you can go, I mean, but you can go back to the user dashboard because you're still logged in. And now let's log out. So we're gonna try to log in as admin user. admin@gmail.com and pass the password. As you can see, we are redirected now for to admin dashboard, and as you can see, you see the sidebar is for admin dashboard, users, jobs, category. Okay, so um, from now until now, everything is working great. Okay, but now for the single job, as you can see, page not found because this page is not created yet. So we go to the job reducer. So we're gonna create a reducer for single job. I mean, when you go to the single page of job to load the single job. Okay. So here success will grab the value directly. Single job, we will get the single job directly. So okay, and job it's a empty object in the state. Okay, so now we need to add this variable, this constants to the job constants. Okay, now we bring the constants here. We're gonna break lines so that we can read clearly and save. Now we need to bring the single job reducer to the store. Now single job receive load job single reducer, and we bring it from job reducer. Now we need to deal with job action. Job action to trigger, I mean to execute, so that you can see our data. So we paste. Here we will have a job load single action. We add some comment. So here we will need only ID because we need to grab the ID, the current ID of the job. Now, if we want to check the job route, you can see single job is a get request, and you can see the endpoint /API /job /ID. I mean, we will receive the ID as parameter, and we have it in the get request. And now we will bring our constants. So we will select and all the constants together to update. And after that, we need to bring each one of them. We do that for all. And here again, we break some lines to see clearly. And we save. So here in the pages folder, we're gonna create a single job. Okay, and we paste some boilerplate. We don't need React. Okay. Um, we have card for material UI, card content, single job loading from the state of single job show. Okay. We are using use params from React Water DOM because we're gonna grab the ID in the use params. I mean, use param will get the ID from the URL parameter. And now we're gonna duplicate to create the route. And now we have single job. So as you can see, auto imported. So it seems like we have some errors. So we're gonna fix some import. So we're gonna get rid of them and import them automatically. Okay, let's bring number automatically and bring footer. And as you can see, no errors. But as you can see, we have nothing loaded in the single page. So we need to inspect what's going on. Okay, um, so here in the backend single job, as you can see, we receive a job. I mean, to access it, we should do action that payload that job. Okay, because we send in the backend job. Okay, and now in the single page, so we name the state single job. Okay, So here when we select the state, we should add single job because that was the name that we gave. And as you can see, we have the single job in the single page. But now we should find a way to make the user apply for this job. So here um, we have another column. So we paste card, okay, and add a button on it to say apply for the job. And we import button from material UI button. And as you can see, we have two columns, and the second column is to apply for a job. To apply, each time you go on the single page, you can apply for that job. Okay, but as you can see here, we are on user controller. Okay, so we're gonna name it user apply job reducer. And we don't need this. We don't need this authenticated. User info will be, user job. Also in the fail, we don't need. Also, we need to change constant. This will be user apply job. Okay, but we need also to copy them to create constants. Okay, and we're gonna bring them. We bring them from constant to user producer. And user apply job reducer to put it in the store, because each time we create a reducer, we add it in the store. Now we name it user job application, and we bring user apply job reducer, and we save. So after that, we need to bring an action. So we're gonna copy For the reducer that we have just created, we need an action. So we duplicate, and here we name it user apply job action. So here we're gonna receive the job object. Okay, and also we pass the job in the second parameter of the post request. So we're gonna need to send some notification. So apply successfully for this job. This will be our custom message. And if we have any error, we leave it like so. Also, we will need to modify our constants. And this will be a post request. As you can see, the user should be authenticated. And this will be our endpoint /API /user /job history. And select all constants to edit them. And after that, we need to bring them, auto import it. So I think from now everything is fine. So we save. Now in the single job, what we are going to do, we are going to add to the button on click event. And we're gonna name our function apply for a job. So let's create it. So this will be in our function. And we're gonna dispatch. Let's copy the user apply job action. Okay. And as you can see, it accepts a job object. So we're gonna open curly braces. So curly braces, this is the job object that job load user apply job action accept. Okay, and now it accept title, description, salary, location, and we bring them from the single job. Okay, so now we are good to make a test. Let's make a test. So as you can see, not otherwise, that means you should be logged in. you should be logged in order to apply for a job, and that was our goal. So let's log in as a regular user, and we are redirected to the user dashboard. And as you can see here, user job history is only 2 jobs. And now let's go back to the front end. We're gonna select the DevOps, and as you can see, let's apply for the job. Let's click, and as you can see, a successful message, apply successfully for the job. Okay, so that's mean everything is working fine. And now let's go to the user dashboard, and as you can see, we have jobs history. Okay, and you see the other job, Florida DevOps. Okay, so everything is working. Okay, now so we log out. Okay, and we're gonna log as admin user. We are redirected to the admin dashboard. So we're gonna use now Datagrid. So this is the documentation. Again, it has some good features, some pro, premium. Okay, so this is how you import Datagrid. So this is an example of Datagrid. So also this has good documentation. Okay, okay, so from now let's install Datagrid. Okay, so after the installation, let's verify it with in our package JSON. So as you can see, we have Datagrid installed. So we're gonna import start component that we have created. And we bring it from um, one step up, one step up, go outside admin, go outside pages, go in the component, and finally reach start component. So we're gonna need to work with some icon. And this is we pay some, have some play to work. Um, okay, this is the start component that has some props. Okay, administrators, jobs, jobs category. Okay, so this is React Google Charts. Okay, also if you want, there is plenty of example of the type of chart that you may want to implement. So in our code editor, let's install React Google chart. So we're gonna paste in the admin folder a folder named data. So just to have some data to work with, some dummy data to work with. Okay, and also if you have some trouble to work with, so again, follow the documentation. So they have good documentation. And in the chart component, so bring card component, use theme, and here we are using children pop. Okay, so anything that we pass inside the chart component will render as the children. Okay, and we'll bring palette um, from use theme to have our colors. So we add to the bottom on the stack. Also, we have passed some pops. I mean, to make it responsive. And in between anything you see, we receive chart component. So anything um, in between chart component will be rendered as children pop. This is a concept in React. Okay, and chart receive data and options. Okay, and we need to bring chart component. Our type of chart will be bar. Okay, we define the width and the height, and we save. So if we take a look in the dashboard, this is the appearance, and you see from the right side, jobs pending approved. Okay, and now let's go to deal with users. So using our AFCE, so let's try to go to admin / users. So we don't have this URL yet. So we'll create it. So we duplicate this line of code. We'll name it admin / users. And we need to bring dash users from page admin. And we duplicate in order to use our HOC. In the admin users URL, we're gonna paste it here because this is an admin route, and we save. Now, as you can see, admin users is loaded properly. I mean, dash users to load other users in our application. And now we should create the all user reducer where users is empty array, and all user load request, load user success fail. Okay, and in the all user success we access the users directly. So we could say users action that payload, but we access it directly. And now we need to create these constants to the user constant. And now all user reducer, we need to bring do this for all. Okay, and we save. After that, we need to bring all user reducer in the store as always. And we name it now state all users that will receive all user reducer, and all user reducer we import it automatically, and we save. Okay, so after that we add a comment, we duplicate, and we name it all user action. Now we search for the what. As you can see, what is all users. I mean, it will be /API/ all users. Okay, and this also will be a get request. And user constant, we're gonna update the constants. And after that, we need to bring them. And we save. Make some cleanup, and after that, um, we go to dash users, and we paste some boilerplate to save you some time, but I'm gonna explain it. So it accepts first of all an array, a variable named colons that is an array of objects, okay, which the field exists in your database. For example, ID, email, but also it has the vendor cell. This is to vendor custom value, okay, but here we are using moment, okay, to format our date, okay. So also we name a field action. We are using also vendor cell to vendor custom values, okay, and we are rendering two buttons, okay. But um, this is it. Okay, but each field that you import, for example, field ID, you give it a custom name with the header name. For example, ID user space ID. You get the idea. But the name of the field should exist in the database. Okay, and now we are using dispatch form use dispatch, and we are using also use effect to um, trigger um, the all action, I mean all user action. Okay, so one step up with docs actions and user action. Okay, and now we're gonna render um, our data grid, but we add the box, we add the title, all users, typography, box, and add a custom button. We are using paper. Okay, and the most important data grid. The get word ID is very important. This is this pops allow you to grab ID um, in the data grid. This is very important. This is how you add it. That accept and now a function, and you pass the parameter row and to grab the ID. Okay, and you have a columns. Columns will receive columns, and rows will receive data. But this data we don't have it yet, so we're gonna bring it. So here we're gonna bring the data. You could access it directly, but I noticed with the Redux that I should add some condition. This is why I'm creating a custom an object. I mean, I'm creating a variable that receive an array, and after that I said data receive if users from the state is different from undefined and the length it's um, uh, more than 0, so we will have the user, because when I put it directly I have some errors. Okay, so also this is to delete user by ID. And also we pass first of all event, and you access this is how you access the values, and we need to create this delete method to avoid error. So values that row that underscore ID, but the second parameter we name it ID, and you can console log it. This is the this ID that you will use to delete, okay, or to update a user, and it will be the same thing um, for job, for categories, and so on. So seems like we have um, an error. It's because it's self-exported. We need to add it in our curly braces and save. Everything is fine. And as you can see, we have our grid loaded properly, but the colors, um, we are not okay with the colors, with the text colors. And we're gonna fix that. So this is our custom button that we have added, okay, with the when the cell method, okay, from Datagrid. And now if you click delete, so you see the ID, the current ID. Okay, each time you click delete, so you receive the ID. Like I have just said, this is the value that you will get, that you have to update or delete a resource or document. Okay. Now we fix a typo. Okay, so also we're gonna add an SX pops, okay, to add custom styles, okay. And this is how you add some styles. And you see this class, this grid class, here this line that I have commented is if you are using um, team mode, okay, so you can use it too. And also we are using this class, okay, grid class. Okay, now you see it's better now. It's better now. Okay. Someone asked me to download, okay, to add something to download. So I'm gonna consider that. So Datagrid accept so you can export, okay. So everything, guys and girls, is in the documentation. You gotta read and follow the documentation because there is no secret at all. Once I show you the way and you are good to go, you can fly by your own. Okay, so we're gonna add up, this pops name slots. Okay, and as you can see, we need to import the grid toolbar. And as you can see, we have added slot and toolbar receive uh, the grid toolbar and save. And after that, you wanna go back to the dashboard. And as you can see, guys and girls, you have the downloading as CSV. You can filters. You see columns, okay, and density, okay, standard and comfortable, okay. So as you can see, there is no secret at all. And we leave it standard. And now let's download as example so that you can see it's working. Okay, we download the this grid in CSV. Okay, so I'm gonna add another column. This column, I will name it, this will be the user status, but it will grab the field wall. I mean, the field has to exist in the database, in the document, okay? And now we're gonna render custom values to the with the method render cell and params, okay, params that row that wall. If this is equal to 1, so we're gonna render it's an admin user, and else it's a regular user. So as you can see with render cell, you can I mean customize it. And as you can see, the user status, as you can see, admin, regular user, etc. Okay, so which is great. Now in the admin, we need to load the jobs. So we're gonna create a page named dash jobs. Okay, so bring box, button, paper, typography from material UI, and data grid classes from data grid. Okay, and you dispatch form use dispatch, and we're gonna dispatch the all user jobs, the all jobs. I mean, and let's bring job load action. So our same condition, if the job is different um, of undefined, and the length is more than 0. Okay, and now as you can see, the field will receive the field. This is the name that we have in our document. And value getter, it's very important. This is how you render um, embedded. Um, I mean, I can say if you have an embedded, for example, in the job type, you see we have we need to render job type name. So this is how you render a sub. I mean a sub document. Okay, and we give the header name is it's like a nice name. Okay, but the field has to exist. Really important. So render cell, so I've already told you this is to render custom values. Okay, so here if available is true, we will render yes, else we will render no. And render cell again, so we customize the field to concatenate with $sign for the salary column. And after that we have two buttons um, at the end, and also I've already explained you custom style and also get row ID to get the ID, okay, or to get the ID in the data grid. And now let's bring dash jobs. Let's bring it here. And using our layout and put it inside. Okay, create the route jobs and add dash jobs. Okay, as you can see, it's load properly, but we don't have the colon category and user. So I know what um, it might be. So let's give a check in our backend. So here in the show jobs, so we verify the route. So exactly it's using show jobs controller. And here in the jobs, so we need to populate, okay, because user jobs have relationship with user and also relationship with so this is to add in descending order. It has relationship with job type and also user as we have created previously in the model. And as in the data grid, we only show only the first name, so we will remove last name. And after that we save, and let's take a look. As you can see, the category is loaded properly, the user is loaded properly, which is great. So guys and girls, that was it for this lesson. So I hope you have learned a lot of things, and you like it. And also thank you for your patience. So I know it was that was main things to see with you. Okay, and I want to thank you for your support. So with that being said, so if you have questions, please drop it in the comment section. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that more people can watch our video. With that being said, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.